Yeah, PM is live right now and direct. So we are moving on. We are hooking on with him right away. My people of Biafra, I greet everyone. Everyone, our Prime Minister is live addressing issue live now on Twitter. So join me as we hook on with him right now. Let's go. So we're going to be connecting direct to our Prime Minister right away. Okay.
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra. May the souls of the departed heroes and heroines of Biafra rest in peace, while their spirit continue to embolden us as we fight on to declare Biafra, defend it, and keep it. You see, the BDF anthem, please. Welcome everyone to this emergency media press briefing from the office of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Government and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra as Biafran Government Global Diplomatic moves throws Nigeria off balance and they are crying left, right, center. I welcome the Prime Minister to the stage as he addresses the press. There, Prime Minister.
Good evening, Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and the de facto in the homeland, and of course, doubles as the Minister of Communication and the Deputy here. I welcome every one of you, fellow Biafrans all over the world, those that are listening live and those that will listen after this particular
Ladies
phase.
and gentlemen, welcome.
I have come this evening unannounced to brief Biafrans on the success that the Biafra government are making globally. We need to, as we approach December 2nd or the November-December convention, it is very important and imperative that we keep you updated every time when the opportunity calls. My fellow Biafrans, you must understand one thing, which will become a norm as we go forward. Always remember. Can you all hear me, Sonny?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Always remember that Nigeria terrorist state came into being through conquest and the forceful imposition of foreign rule, which denied indigenous people the opportunity to negotiate and choose what they wanted in 1914. And it was called the amalgamation of Nigeria. Today, we are no longer comfortable in this amalgamation. We are no longer comfortable in this conquest. We are no longer comfortable in this injustice, in this faulty foundation. And we say it is time for redress after decades. And of course, as we all know how government works all over the world from history, somebody have to rise up to brutally, ruthlessly resist them, especially when the government become evil, like Nigeria. Somebody have to get up and lead that change. And that's exactly what we are doing today. Like they have done it in America and other parts of the world. America took the bull by its horn in 1776 against the same people we are fighting today in proxy. And that's exactly why it is important that you know the diplomatic wave of the Biafra government today. In the past weeks, the Biafra government has met notable decision makers in the United States, Washington, D.C., on a diplomatic consultation over the Biafra coming declaration in Finland. And of course, this consultation continues, including consultation with a high level individuals across Asia, and of course Africa as well. Like you all know, last week, the officials of the Biafra government met with dignitaries, policymakers, decision makers, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the United States of America. We will continue to educate them on the need for Biafra to become an independent state. We will continue to educate them on the need to support the declaration of Biafra. We will continue to educate them on the need to also support the Biafra self-referendum, because Nigeria thought by locking the door of the constitution, they have defeated everybody, but we are smarting them. So this consultation will continue even after the declaration of the 2nd of December 2024, until those who have what it takes to pursue and support the recognition of Biafra will understand the need for them to do so. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to understand one thing, that the civil disobedience that we have used for the past 3 years have yielded the exact and even more than the result we required and we expected from it. And you know, with all the propaganda, the blackmail they use trying to demonize our people, demonize them, not to continue to sit at home, they failed. And let me tell you, you know, one of the things they usually come with is that, oh, you are destroying the economy. Oh, the sit at home, because of the sit at home, they have lost billions in the Southeast. Now, let me make it very clear today. Any day they come with such nonsense, ask them, when the sit at home was not there, they were making this billion. What have they done with the billions? Ask them, what have they done with the billions? And what have the sit at home now done to stop that thing that we're doing with the billions? Ask them, what have they done when the sit at home was not there and they were generating these billions? Did they use it to build road? The answer is no. Did they use these billions to build hospital? The answer is no. Did they use this billion to build social amenity for you? The answer is no. Did they use this billion to give you national insurance scheme? The answer is no. Did they use this billion to give you free education? The answer is no. Then why are they now so worried about losing these particular billions to the sit at home? Do you know who it is affecting? It's affecting them. That billion they were looting is what they cannot loot again. And everybody is hungry. All of them. But sorry about this. Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Ask them, how have this sit at home destroyed ordinary man's economy when they were not actually getting, they were not sharing those billion with them? How have this sit at home, or this billion that they are talking about, affect an ordinary man who goes out and sell market and feed his family? And if he didn't go tomorrow, he will go the next day to sell and feed his family. It doesn't affect them. And that is why our people discover that actually it is very, very effective. They key into it. But the people that are subjugating our people to slavery were the one shouting and crying of economy. The economy that the common man never benefited from. The economy that a common man will never benefited. Before they could train their children in school, they will suffer and suffer and suffer. Why these people are making billions through the revenue that they generate from different states? Today, they are losing that revenue and they are crying of economy. I want you to understand also that for those of them today that are surprised of the wave that the Biafra government is making globally, using our lobbyists from different dimensions that we are using for the liberation of Biafra. They are surprised. They call it fake. They say it's a photoshopping. You can imagine. We will be posting Speaker of the United States of House of Representatives of the United States of America. We post it on Twitter. Our finance minister. And so, as we are today, as a government, we will now be posting fake image of high top rank officials of the United States of America on Twitter, claiming that we met them. This is the level of idiocy of the people who have been shouting Biafra for many years. Because that's what they did, actually. Of course, they cannot even Photoshop reasonable people. But most of the things they posted for many years were all Photoshop. Many of them, everything is Photoshop. The Photoshop that I said I'm going to bring sheep, they use it to feed their ego, feed themselves on social media. The Photoshop where I posted the guy that died in Russia, which I have refused to make a video to today. The Photoshop, everything about them is Photoshopping. That was how they were fighting Biafra. Now, that's why nobody ever took them serious. But today, we are not in Photoshopping in the government. Everything is real. I went to the office of the president of Finland to submit a document. Then, that was like 2 years ago, they say it's fake. And with my level in Finland, I will be posting that I submitted a letter to the office of the president of Finland and it is fake. I brought even acknowledgement from the office of the president Niinisto, the former president, that they have received the letter where I was appealing to them to support the Biafra independence. They acknowledge the receipt of that letter with evidences of Nigeria violation of Biafra rights and these criminals, political pressure group IPOB Nigeria, they say is a fake. I want you to understand that there remain criminals and fake. There remain Nigeria political pressure group. Otherwise, under IPOB Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he was looking for 100 men. With all the idiots scattered all over the world shouting IPOB, IPOB. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was looking for 100 men. Do you think he was actually wrong? Do you think Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was wrong to be shouting for 100 men on Radio Biafra, where this illiterate will littered everywhere, doing container shipping with IPOB money? Is it that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was wrong for saying, I need 100 men, where they have all these market women? If market women is I don't want to belittle the market women, they're actually very hardworking people. But today, when we say that we are not going to use lobbies, we're not going to waste money on lobbies, was when we do not have the foundation. Was when there was nothing to show. You don't go and start paying lobbies when you don't have anything on ground. That was what this political pressure group did, only to just entice people and scam their fans of their hard-earned money. That was what they did. They deceived Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be paying 80,000. Even those people paying that money, $80,000, they were doing Abateke here with the same lobby firm. How many Biafrans know that the same lobby firm that were paying 80,000 was the same lobby firm that was defending Okonjo Iweala? The same time. The same time they were defending Okonjo Iweala. And at the same time, IPOB was paying them $80,000. And you think they actually received that money? Now ask yourself, with this, they are so-called lobbyists. can they bring one picture of them meeting anybody in Washington, D.C.? I want to share a story. The reason the $80,000 lobbying firm, whether they actually pay that money or not, the reason why that particular agreement was revoked was because of Okorafor, Uchenna. Uchenna Okorafor, the secretary to Onyendu, wanted to be part of the meeting of this lobbyist, and she participated in that meeting few times. Do you know who is the chairman of the lobbyists like representing IPOB? Do you know? Now let me tell you. The person who was in charge of the IPOB lobbying group is called Ogbuehi. Ogbuehi that doesn't know nothing in America. Ogbuehi was the one in charge of from the IPOB group. Ogbuehi was the one in charge telling the lobbyists that he is the representative of the IPOB. Uchenna Okorafor went to the meeting several times. Ogbuehi will sit there and say nothing. In fact, nothing was being said, nothing was being discussed. That Uchenna Okorafor wanted to raise an objection that this payment of $80,000 or whatever they were paid, that the money is being thrown into ocean. They started fighting her. This was happening, bam, and Onyendu was kidnapped. Now, Oyibo came on board. Giddy. He hired another one they call Allen White. We did the shambolic agreement. He started paying $60,000. In this time, I was the one preparing documents for Allen White. I was the one, Simon Ekpa, was the one preparing, filing annexes, evidences of the Nigeria human rights violation against Biafra people. I was the one compiling documents day and night. I didn't sleep. But they were the one receiving $60,000. Nothing. The first annex, I filed it. The second annex, I filed it, working with somebody in Strasbourg. I am sharing this story because I don't think I've shared this story ever. At a point, I questioned why 60,000 is being paid, because I am doing this job by writing and compiling these evidences as an annex. I will do it. They will tell me to do it again. I will do it. They will have some kind of proofread these annexes up to 5 times. I will not sleep to make sure that these annexes met the standard requirement of the ICC. At the end of the day, they will pay them $60,000. I begin to question Oyibo before she begin to say, okay, now maybe we are going to stop paying them. Why am I telling this story? Then I said, we will never hire lobby. We will do this ourselves until further notice. Because you don't hire lobbyists when you don't have any structure. You don't hire lobbyists, and what are they going to be telling the people you are meeting? Oh, that you are from Biafra land, you are fighting for freedom. What exactly are you going to show? To show how serious you are. Discussing with the people, if you actually have the opportunity to meet the people, what are you going to present to them? That you are carrying flag on the street? Is that what you are going to present to them? Or that Nigeria is killing you? No! I know what I am doing. I have the template to get there. I said nobody will hire lobbyists until the right time comes. And the right time is when we have put every structure in place, including the government institution, and which include the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra forces. These are part of the government institution that must be put in place. Because as we are doing this, we will not sit down and watch Nigeria kill our people and to use their picture to go to the ICC. No, we will defend ourselves as much as possible. Then we decided to start preparing for the defense of Biafra. If you remember, we started preparing for the defense of Biafra. Then the Biafra government in exile came on board. Before then, a lot of things that happened on the ground. Yet, we decided to have the first ever convention, first ever convention internationally. Ever, first. IPOB Nigeria never did it. First ever international Biafra convention where declarations were made, where alliances were signed, and it became part of the history of the struggle. After that, we begin to put in place all the institutions of the government, department, ministries. We begin to appoint ministers, cabinet members, and all that. And of course, we begin to officially defend ourselves, engaging the Nigeria terrorist army. Head on, iron to iron, gun to gun, and they're hearing it. Now, after we have achieved all these things, we also did not just achieve them, we also defined the Biafra map. Because if you want to go and do lobby, the people that you are going to meet, if they're actually serious and real, they're first of all going to ask you, where is your map? That question that I've been asking all this while is actually the right question from the wrong people. Then we define our map. We did not just define our map, we also created the state. We allowed everybody on inside that map to define the boundaries of their state. And they did. They presented to me 40 United States of Biafra, which is the structure that we have even before the emergence of Wazirike and IPOB. I resurrected the plan of Ojoko, which is not known by anybody. Now, after that, when we see that the government is functioning very well, including, before I forget, including establishing the de facto government in the homeland, which gave birth to the map and the state structure. After that, we now say that, okay, we have achieved the criteria to be recognized as a state. You can never ever be recognized as a state under a political pressure group, according to international law. The law of Montevideo Convention make it very clear. The criteria you must attain to be recognized as a state. Under IPOB Nigeria, you can never qualify for that. Where is the structure? And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw and told this idiot. Go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He is bringing a new dimension to this awareness we're making. Now look around yourself. Will you say there is no new dimension? Will you say that we are doing what they were doing since 10 years or 30 years ago? The answer is no. If he was so selfish, he wouldn't tell you to listen to me. If he was so stupid or self-centered, he wouldn't tell you to listen to me. He would think that I'm a threat. Because the time I wanted to interview him in my platform, those people who surrounded him and he was looking for 1,000 men fought against him coming to my platform. And he was like, are we still fighting for Biafra Or is there something they are protecting? If you see somebody that is better than you, bring him in. That was what Mazin and the Kanu did. They were saying, don't go, don't go, don't go. That night he was on call, or everywhere they are in the world, they were calling him. Don't go, don't appear, don't appear. Mazin and the Kanu was like, are we not fighting for Biafra again? Why they were calling him on phone? I was on the phone also with Uche Okorafor's mother. And I was listening and hearing Mazin and the Kanu on the phone. Don't go. He didn't take oath. Oh, that guy is a traitor. They have given us information from Finland. What information did they give to you from Finland? The information that Simon Ekpa is somebody in Finland. That was the information. Are they telling you that Simon Ekpa is a criminal in Finland? No. That Simon Ekpa is connected. That was the information. And for that reason, he will hijack everything. That was the information. But did he actually come to hijack? The answer is no. But Mazina Mikano saw somebody who will change the face of the agitation for Biafra. And he was happy. And today, that thing he saw in me is manifesting. And I told him and promised him, if you are ready, really, really ready to fight for this Biafra, I will be the first person. And you are ready to do anything. I asked him, are you ready to do anything on live broadcast to get Biafra? And before he answered me, I said, hold on. If you are ready, I will be the first person to follow you. Now, if Mazin Namdekano approved doing anything for Biafra, why are they fighting what I'm doing today, which is actually anything? Ask them. Ask yourself. Why are the people who followed him fighting me when I am actually doing anything to get Biafra? Because he promised me that he will do anything to get Biafra. But of course, like I said, if they were actually with him, he will not be looking for 100 men. Where IPOB all over the world was contributing money and in millions of dollars. If I'm not mistaken, IPOB could have up to $5 million. Where is the money today? There is nothing, absolutely nothing to show for it. When we took over this agitation, now in liberation, there were no guns, not even AK-47. Everything you see Biafra Liberation Army using today, we bought it from scratch. We did not snatch gun from the terrorist army. Under IPOB, they were telling them to go and snatch gun. We did not snatch gun. We buy every single gun you see them using today. And of course, minus those ones we are manufacturing by ourselves. And it will continue like that. Then when we have decided that now we have met the requirement according to the Montevideo Convention to be recognized as a state, it is time to bring in the lobbyists. Because when you see them today, they say, oh, is he not the one who condemned lobbyists? Is he not the one who condemned IPOB saying he's not going to hire? Why should I hire lobbyists as a political pressure group? Now that you that have hired lobbyists and paid 80,000, which you did not actually pay, as a matter of fact, what did you achieve? Can you show me where the lobbyists arrange a meeting for any IPOB member in Washington, D.C.? The answer is no. Because the money, some of the money were actually never paid to them. But the people who were seated as the committee, which where he was leading, they know what happened to those 80,000 every month. Today, how much are we paying? We are paying $10,000 every month to lobbyists. And look at the result. You will know that the people who are lobbying for us are not after money. It's a public information. It is not hidden, but IPOB, they will hide it. Or IPOB Nigeria, not even IPOB Nigeria. They will hide it. They say, oh, we don't want to. You see them telling you, oh, you're exposing your lobbyists. Why should we be hiding what we are doing for a nation, for a country, for independence? You don't need to hide it. And of course, now that we have met the requirement according to the Montevideo Convention, you know, some of them don't even know what is Montevideo Convention. They are just shouting, "Oh, let us go and outside and protest." During the time I talked with Mazin Namdekanu, I read the Montevideo Convention and he was shocked. He was shocked. I want all of you to go and watch the interview I had with him. He was shocked when I read the Montevideo Convention to him, because I don't think any other person among them knew actually what is Montevideo Convention. I read the Montevideo Convention to Martin American and go and listen to that interview and listen to the comment he made after I read that convention to him. He said, "Wow, you never knew that I knew this." I want you to go and refresh your brain. Watch it. I came to this Biafra prepared. I said that no, after me, I will handle freedom to the new generation. Nobody will fight. Nobody will fight for freedom again from Biafra land. That is what I'm doing. It does not matter. I said I will turn to a beast, and still Biafra will come. So if you think that you have seen half of it, no. The harder Nigeria become, the more brutal I also become to free my people. I want you to understand that now that the Biafra government has met the requirement according to the international law to be recognized as a state, that is where our lobbies now come in. So everything we are doing, you are going and presenting who you are to the people that can influence the recognition of Biafra. From the Washington, D.C., from Asia, from Europe, from Africa. You will go and show who you are. The government you are representing has a map. The government you are representing has conducted self-referendum. There are evidences everywhere of how the self-referendum is being conducted. We have recorded over 50 million votes. You can't beat that. That is what we call outsmarting the terrorist state of Nigeria. And they were taking us for a joke. Today, they are no longer taking us for a joke anymore. They are calling ICC to one man, Simon Ekpa. And they tell you, oh, the time they were catching him as a why didn't they make it public? Why would they make it public? Because they thought Mazina Vicano is the only person that was talking genuinely. And once they capture him, Biafra is dead. And of course, they celebrated the kidnap of Mazina Vicano in Abuja, including the one some people were kneeling down thanking God in Lagos. Oh, they came every now and then to grant national interview on national TV that Biafra is dead. Let them see how they will rise up again. As that was happening, Simon Ekpa was somewhere observing them. Ejiofor promised them he's in charge of IPO. Where is he today? He's gone. I want you to understand, mark my word now. Once Mazinam Dekano is out, IPOB is gone, dissolved, completely dissolved. Mark my word. Every person today that is fighting me on the other side will be gone. I want you to mark this day. Mark this word I'm telling you now. Every one of them will be gone. As we are approaching the December declaration of Biafra, we will continue to push for the recognition of Biafra. At the same time, getting investors ready to invest in Biafra land. And when you hear them, when you see that they are everybody, I told you people that the propaganda is going to increase. Do not think that you have seen propaganda. No, you have not seen. Propaganda is starting. Propaganda is starting. Just be prepared. Somebody like me, I am already cooked. But what about you? Just close your ear. You already know what you know. Close your ear, lock your heart. Propaganda is going to come. I told you people a few weeks ago. So if you think that what you see springing up on social media is going to end soon, my brother, you are in for a very long journey. It is actually now that the propaganda is starting because they have seen that I am not backing down. They have seen somebody that they have never seen in their life. You know, they say that I am not an Igbo man, that Igbo people don't have the heart I have. That is why we're different. They say, oh, I'm a Fulani, I'm wicked. I have to be wicked. If you're not wicked, you can't fight Nigeria. That was why Martin Anikan is where he is today. I learned from him, learned from other people that failed, and I'm here to end it. After I finish with Nigeria, believe me, the people that will be in the Nigeria side will never name their child Simon. Of course, they don't even have to name their Islamic state. They don't name their children Simon. But I'm just telling you that even those who love Nigeria because of corruption and they are Christians, they will never name their child Simon. That is what is going to happen. After I finish with them, I will be here. Biafra freedom will come from diaspora. I promised them for many years, since 2021, that I will bring the Biafra freedom from diaspora. I want you to look around yourself. Is it not coming from diaspora? They thought they have locked everywhere. If you go to Nigeria, they kill you. If you do, they will challenge you. Come to Nigeria, so we'll take you serious. Come to Nigeria. Because I will not come to Nigeria. If you want to die, go and put yourself in order. I will not come to Nigeria. I will be here to fight for my people, and I will be here and free my people from Nigeria. When Queen Elizabeth was controlling you in Nigeria and doing amalgamation, was she there? Was she there? Queen Elizabeth, the same Lugard, was she there? I will do like her. I will be here and free Biafra, and then I will come to unify Biafra people after Biafra has been recognized. I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is a fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. Thank you very much. I will take questions. I will take some questions and I will leave.
Yeah. Mazi Sani, are you there? Thank you, my Prime Minister. Thank you so much, sir. Your tenacity and your doggedness have brought us this far, and there is nothing they can do about it, and nobody can deny that fact, sir. And fellow Biafrans, you're all here, you're all welcome. And the press that is here, you're all welcome. Please, I'm going to open the room now. I'm getting you all in. Those news houses that are here, please raise your hands if you have a question for the Prime Minister. And you should know that the Prime Minister is always ready to answer even very, very tough questions. Those ones you think you shouldn't ask, come and ask it here, and you will get answers to them. Please, as you are coming into the room, raise your hands, and you have 60 seconds to bring your questions. Please just reduce the accolades because this is business time. Ask questions the Prime Minister wants to engage. Thank you very much. As I see your hands up, I'm going to bring you up to the microphone. The first hand I can see here is Ugo. Ugo, please mute yourself. And everyone in the room, please mute yourselves until you are called upon to ask your question. Ugo, please bring your question and make it very quickly. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, my Prime Minister. My name is Ugo. I'm calling from Homeland. My Prime Minister, quickly, I want to ask you a question. And that question is, since after 3 years now, the DOS has not been able to unravel where you come from. Mr. Prime Minister, I want to know, His Excellency, I want to know, are you a ghost? That is my question, sir.
I am Unjoko, the most powerful deity in Igbo land.
Thank you very much, sir.
Njoko!
And let me tell you, for the very first time I'm saying this, let me tell you, anyway, never mind. Thank you.
Thank you, my
Thank
PM.
you, sir.
Emepena nkata hapụ ha ka ha na-akụ isi na wọl na-akụkasị isi. Ọ ka mma like that. Thank you very much for that question. Chi Uku CUMTV. Please bring your question and make it very quickly. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everybody. I greet everybody. My Prime Minister, I greet you, Mas Simon Ekpa. Please, can you people hear me?
Please go
Yes.
ahead. We can hear you.
You can
Okay,
hear.
okay. Um, Mas Simon, I greet you. I greet you for everything you are doing. Okay, and due to your action, if everybody here, all of us here now look and see that they don't longer address Biafra. They don't address us anymore as what was it called? They don't address us as
Miscreants.
miscreants and okay, what was that thing that they used to call say to Mazin and Kano that oh my god. But nevertheless, I have a question. My question, maybe two questions. Then first of all, the first question is I would like to know Finland as a country, if the government officials that are from your party, had it been that they are not from your party, or like they don't recognize you, or maybe they are from opposition party, do you think they would have given up their citizens, which is you, to Nigeria due to Nigerian pressure?
You can never get answer to this question. Thank you. It's
Okay,
irrelevant.
okay. Then the second one is about Mazin Kano. If by any chance Mazin Kano is still there, Biafra is declared, do you think he stand a chance? Is there like what do you think that is going to happen if they didn't release him before they declare?
We will use him. We will use him to exchange prisoners.
Good. Well, I appreciate you. You know that a lot of people don't know the a lot of people don't know the issue behind Naira after the war and all that. When they give our people pounds and all that, this Naira of a thing, it does not really. That Naira was immediately created for the hate of Igbo. That Naira thing simply means never allow Igbo to rule again. Anybody can go and check it. Never allow Igbo rule again. So it's because of the hatred they have on us. They put that Naira so that it's going to be stigma on them, like that never allow Igbo rule again. That is the meaning of Naira. So I thank you. They don't longer call us outlaw people. They don't longer call us people that is not recognized. They don't use that as a gain. So I thank you for everything you are doing, Mazi. I appreciate you. If you look at this my handle, I they fight for you every day. I they fight for you every day. People they oh my god, I fight for you every day on this.
Continue to fight and increase the fight because
I'm sure you are
the
sure,
next
I'm
few
sure you have
months
seen my
is going to
tweet.
be
I'm
very
sure you
interesting
see
until
my
December.
I'm sure
So
you always see my
remember,
tweet.
the enemy are quaking, and of course they are not resting, and we're not going to expect them to rest. In fact, if they rest, I am going to raise up the dust again because I don't want them to rest. It is part of
Yes.
the game. If they rest, the Biafra discussion will go that will mellow down a little bit. So we don't want anything to come down. We want the
Thank,
dust to be going high and high and high every day. That is exactly why when there is no problem, we create one.
exactly. Thank you very much. We are no more proscribed organization. We are no more proscribed. They don't use that anymore in their language. So thank you for fighting for us. I will look forward to getting our freedom very soon. Thank you very much. God bless
Thank
you,
you.
Maz. Igade.
And also, let me just say that we are working on Bank of Biafra,
Yes.
uh, on Bank of Biafra, but that will be I will make that announcement when the time is right. Thank you.
Thank you. Igade Maz. Ndewo.
Thank you, Chuku. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. Please, Rising Sun, mute your mic. If you want to be in this room, don't unmute your mic. If you want to say anything, you have to raise your hands, please. Mute your mic. If you open your mic again, it means you don't want to stay there. And 555, please grab the microphone.
Yeah, my minister, Ajere, I greet you. My minister, Sonny, I greet you. The Vulcan of our time, His Excellency, we love you so much, and we keep on loving you till the end of time. Yeah, my Prime Minister, I am very happy you elaborate for this long story, long history of our journey. In that interview you had with our PM, there is something you ask our leader that day, if anybody can bring Biafra, or if to bring Biafra is just particularly for one person alone. And he answered you, he said, anybody that knows what he will do to bring Biafra should bring it. All we need is Biafra. So when all these things have been going on, we told them that we have watched and see everything. And that is how they said, anybody who sympathizes with Simon Ekpa is enemy of Biafra. So that is to add to what you said. But I have a question, which maybe we will see get some news from there. You said that after December 2nd, that we are going to demolish the ideology of Usman Dan Fodio. And you said there will be grievances declaration, commitment declaration, and the constitution declaration. And the people that will make the grievances declaration are piling it up. Then I ask, what are the things Usman Dan Fodio did that we have to start fighting to demolish him from December 2nd? Is Usman Dan Fodio still alive? These are my two questions.
Thank you very much.
Payment.
Thank
Yeah.
you
Thank
very
you.
much. Usman Danfodio is not alive, but Usman Danfodio is alive. The ideology of Usman Danfodio is alive, and it has become ideology. And what is the ideology? The ideology is the bandit you see today, the so-called bandit. The ideology of Usman Danfodio is Boko Haram. The ideology of Usman Danfodio is ISWAP. The ideology of Usman Danfodio is Al Qaeda. Who is Usman Danfodio? They say is the Islamic teacher. What did he do? He came and killed Hausa people and took their land and converted them to become the Hausa Fulani you see today. If you don't know that, you know it now. So, what is the legacy that we are ending? That banditry that you see ravaging Nigeria today is what Usman Danfodio did that made him to take over Kano. So, we are ending it. And you know, their target is to come to take our land, to do the thing they did in Ilori. When you talk about Ilori, is Usman Danfodio. Legacy spread from the north to Ilori, and they took over Ilori from Yoruba people. So that is the legacy I'm talking about. And that legacy is what we are ending from the 2nd of December. Once we declare Biafra and we begin to fight for the recognition, that legacy have ended, because they can never cross the border to Biafra land. That 40-state map you see, they can never cross into it and do anything. So the legacy have ended. You can remain with them, they are Nigeria or whatever they want to answer, whether it's Arewa Republic or whatever, I don't know. But it is not going to be part of us anymore. So the legacy will end from the 2nd of December. And that is what I mean. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes,
And
because we want to get more things from the grievances,
PM is
side.
talking. 555 PM is talking.
and if you don't, and in case you need to know, today there is a university called Usman Danfodio University in the northern Nigeria. Are you aware of that? So for the fact that that name continued to be an inspiration to them, banditry, according to them, terrorism, killings, jihadis will never end in Nigeria. That's what it means. Every Northerner today who is Islamic fundamentalism is looking at Usman Danfodio as God. And every one of them has this thing in their heart. So you can never defeat it. The only way is for us to separate and have our own life, our own way of life, culture, religion, and everything. Completely different from them. Otherwise, they will continue to kidnap our people for ransom. They will continue to kill in the name of bringing cows. They will continue to rape our women and children until they push everybody out of their ancestral land, like they do in Benue State, and then they take over the land. That is what Usman Danfodio did. But of course, history is not there. People don't know history again. So that legacy must end. And I'm ending it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, PM. Should I ask another question?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, should this grievances declaration affect more to this Usman Danfodio agenda, or are we going to see it in the list?
You will see the grievances in the list.
Okay, dear friends, the whole world have seen. We are waiting. Thank you.
Thank you.
May God bless
And
you.
let me also remind you that the declaration of Biafra of 1967 was also based on grievances. So the only thing now is that we are adding many things that were not there. We are adding other declaration that is not just grievance declaration. So, but the Ojoku declaration was based on the grievances as well.
There will remain blessed.
They will watch Chineke. They will. Thank you. All right, moving forward. And Teleki, please unmute yourself after you, Rising Sun, then Mouthpiece. Please go ahead very quickly, please.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Simon. Thank you so much for your good work. Mine is just a critical observation and then a commendation. First of all, I just want to thank you for all the 8 weeks, all the water you've been giving to these terrorists in Nigerianistan. And one of the things I wanted to mention is some complaints some of our family members have encountered, especially in Aba. This police station at St. Michael's Road by Pound Road has been a den, a gulag, and gulag like the one that was affected also somewhere in Anambra, secondary to that. So I don't know what negotiations are going on to get our boys, some of our family members who have been locked up there for ages, without court orders, without any justification. I'm just wondering what is going on. And also to use this opportunity to encourage people who have not registered, in the referendum. I want to commend every one of us and to thank you for this great job you're doing on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Today is the 21st, 21 day, day 21 of the lockdown of Nigeria institution with the Biafra land. The angels of Biafra is moving around. So your location is copied. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You understand me, right?
Yes.
So, and don't forget that after this 21, after this 30 days lockdown of Nigerian institution, which is ending on the 26th, we are going to 60 days. So it is completely hunting for terrorists and their bases. That's what we're doing. We want to give them a taste of their life before December. Thank you.
I did share something on my page. I shared it after a message that came out from one of your comments, where these terrorists were decapitating a Christian in the north. So I shared it, and some people were like saying, why Simon Ekpa is not uh, walking after the spirit of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is a gentleman and all that. I was like, no, Simon is a soldier. The differences of our approach is different. So you can't expect a soldier to
You
approach.
should be asking them. No, you should just ask them. I should work at well, like Mazinam Kanu. Where is Mazinam Kanu today?
Correct, correct. And when you talk,
His name is Mazinam Kanu. My name is Simon Njoko Ekpa. Ekpa Simon Njoko.
absolutely,
We are two different people, two different
absolutely.
beliefs, two different mentality, two different everything. So I can't do like him.
And yeah, absolutely. And I did mention also that the only language Nigerian government understands is the same language that they give out, which is force. And Buhari mentioned it. He said the only language people understand is force. And that is the only language this country will understand. Secondly, I used to work with that government. And I can give you every detail of all these bad people. So I used to work in the villa. I know all their operations and how they work and who is who, how they do all this crazy stuff. But one thing that made me resign was just because of this hatred against my people. And it's not just something that started in once. It's a systemic stuff. Just like you mentioned, Usman Danfodio, it is not going to stop. And the only way for us to get out of this is to go all the way out by the way they want to hold us down, which is by force. Maybe by peace. Peace will not resolve that. When you want peace, you have to prepare for war. I'm not saying war is the most important way to dialogue, no, but in a situation whereby we have to defend ourselves, otherwise we'll be like what is going on in the northeast right now. Terrorism has become a business. So the only way for us is just to defend our lands. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. So defense is good. Just like you see what is going on today in Israel. So thank you. That would be much of my question and observation.
Thank you very much. We will continue to defend our women and children. Nobody can take that away from us, as we are still, pushing for the recognition of the Biafra government all over the world. Our COS, the Chief of Staff, is in Korea, and you can see some of these idiots are already making propaganda about it. She is going to attend meetings from tomorrow, and I will be making updates on those meetings. She's there to represent Biafra in the name of Biafra government. So the awareness of Biafra is going global. And we are going to be expecting dignitaries from that gathering of World Peace Summit in South Korea. We're going to be expecting some dignitaries to feel in Finland as well and doing our own convention. So these are the bridges that the Biafra government is building so far. We are making progress every day, and decision makers, policy makers are very, very interested in what we are doing because they are impressed with the level the government of Biafra has gone. That is what is different from what every other person or every other group has done in the past. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
PM, sir. Thank you, and Teleki. Thank you so much for those questions. And Mouthpiece, please grab the mic. Sunrise has vanished.
Thank you. Thank you, the Information Minister, Mazia Barawa. I thank you for giving me the mic, Deputy Information Minister, Pastor Van Van Van, and Your Excellency, Mazi Simon Eba, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. I am so privileged to ask questions again today. Thank you. So I will start like this. Your Excellency, the Zoological Republic of Nigeria reported you through the army to the international community to help them to repatriate you, to all just to stop you from redeclaring Biafra. So for fighting back the Fulani terrorist army of Nigeria from killing our people. Yet The same people they are reporting you to are the ones that told them to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. But still today, they are the same people who are now reporting you to them for them to now help them to bring you back, for trying to protect Biafrans. So please, what can you answer these zoological republic of animal kingdom who don't even reason at all? You are reporting somebody, the same person you did something wrong and you did it illegally to kidnap somebody, which is against international law. Then you have the temerity to ask the same international community to come for your help. So I don't know how you're going to answer this for me. Thank you.
I don't know what you want me to answer. We don't. We are not. We are not moved by the ICC or going to the ICC. We have submitted a lot of documents against Nigeria State and the human rights violation at the ICC. So, and if you have observed from the beginning, we have always wished and wish that one day, we will find ourselves at the ICC with these idiots and criminals. So we are going to deal with them there. So, and God have a way to do this. So I hope that they will pursue it and follow it up so that one day, Biafra will appear at the ICC against Nigeria. Maybe something will happen there. So that they can listen to us because they never listened to us for many years when we were getting killed by the Nigeria state. So if this will be the reason they will listen to us, then I think it's a welcome development. But you know one thing, Nigeria can never ever follow up for IC. All these things you see they are doing are just gimmick, thinking that when they do that, Simon Ekpa will run away. I am telling them that I am just
Okay.
starting. I am just starting. Aga m akụ Nigeria they have aga ime ha na-akpọ apụtị.
Ị ga-akụ ha gbazgbos. Anyway,
Aga m awụnye ha na-apụtị apụtị. Yeah, that is aga m awụnye Nigeria na-apụtị. I have not done anything now. Just to make una just dey support the government. You see what aga m awụnye Nigeria na-apụtị. Hi.
okay.
In
Yeah.
fact, nobody knows the kind of way I came to this struggle with.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah. Your Excellency, I want to ask you again, please. I hope you are still standing on what you said, that you will not listen to anybody until you see our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, in Finland.
I still stand on that till tomorrow. And even that particular thing may even change to become a tougher condition.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency. I yield.
Thank you, Mouthpiece, for that question. And we have Emmanuel Remigius. Emmanuel Remigius, please grab the mic. Emmanuel, are you there? I hope your network is good.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, my Prime Minister. I am here to contribute. And first of all, I'm here to say thank you to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in exile, because my Truth Views TV was disabled, and I was not even thinking that he will retweet, that people will follow me. I don't know who gave him the information, but I was very, very surprised when people told me that he tweeted about me. I said, wow, Chineke me chetenam. To be serious and sincere, I cried. But it is one of those things we must do to get Biafra. So my Prime Minister, my sincere thank you. I thank you for what you did to me and to this struggle, what you continue to do to this struggle. One thing that I have to say here is not a question, because I listen to too many nonsense that I have listened to on social media. All these are propaganda. You said that Simon Ekpa is being sent by the North. Yet you that know that Simon Ekpa is being sent to the North, the same place that you are there telling them that he was sent by the North. You are there telling them that honor.
Hey, watching your network. Hey, this is a powerful voice. Want to hear it all. Remy, am I the only
Can
one
you
that
hear
is not
me?
hearing him? Okay, go ahead. Start again. We missed you for
Okay.
20 seconds.
Okay. I said she is told the Biafra people, or they told the Biafra people that our prime minister is being sent by the North and he works for the North. And the same program, inside the same program, where they are telling the people that he is working for the North. She is still in the same program agitating for Ndibanos that sent the prime minister, telling the people that on Abaji Ndi Hopa, Ajogi when you say yes, Abaji Gopa. Ajogi when you say yes, Abaji Gopa. But you told us that these people are the people that send the prime minister. Why are you becoming the mouthpiece of the same people that send the prime minister? You should be happy that he is fighting together with Ndi area, and you should celebrate it. And now you are speaking, it pains you when you see him fighting the same with the same people he sees area. I don't know any brain behind this. So my prime minister, continue your good work. One thing I need chete mmadụ bụ ihe mmadụ na-eme, not odogwu bụ ihe imenwuru can tell. Ọ bụghị by giri gara 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 ihe a nna ahụ ha na-eme bụ ihe ndị ara. Agaghị m akwụkwọ, I'm not educated and I cannot follow somebody who is not educated like me. Onye isi anaghị edu onye isi. Anyị amabaghị n'ime gota. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It is not by education. You just punctured the tire. That's what we call critical thinking. And that's what is piloting the economy of uh, every nation that is doing well in the world. Critical thinking and innovation. I remember when I asked Mazen Amdekano, are we going to bring experts, Biafran's experts? Are we going to allow them to come and run the government when Biafra come? You know what he asked me? All of you watch the video, the broadcast. He asked me, Simon, you are doing very well in this your broadcast. Are you a journalist? Did you study journalism? I said no. He said, you see, every Biafran is gifted. You don't need to go to school to study this and study that. But look at now, critical thinking. I don't even want to be talking about, there are mad, crazy people that when they talk, you don't need to, waste your time on them. Somebody said that when they bring a Igbo person, they will shoot his leg, and then when you bring a Hausa person, Northern people, they will kill them. And then at the same time, they are shouting that I'm working for the Fulanis, I'm Fulani. So Fulani killing the Fulani people. Does that make sense? The same, it is not, that one is even more critical. What you said now, it means that you even listened very deeply to the nonsense that we're spewing on that program. The more easier one is when they will tell you, when they will say they want to rendition Simon Ekpa and they are pushing to rendition, you say that the person who is working for Nigeria government and Nigeria government now want to rendition the person. Does that also make sense? And then when the team fail, they will say, oh, they just use it as a stunt to put public awareness on him. They are not serious. Oh, have you seen where Mazen Amdekano, did you ever see where they were shouting now about Mazen Amdekano in the past? But Mazen Amdekano is not doing what we are doing today. Mazen Amdekano did not form government in exile. Mazen Amdekano did not constitute Biafra government institution in exile and the homeland. Mazen Amdekano was just the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the group, right? A registered IPOB group, which is the reason some of you will say, you are not an oath member, you are not a registered member, you are not paying dues. But every person who is a Biafra is an indigenous person of Biafra. But this one you people are running is a registered organization where you say you did not pay dues, Simon Ekpa did not take oath, and all that. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not raise the Biafra Army, Liberation Army. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not provide arms and ammunition for the Biafra Army to begin to defend Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not see that Biafra land is defended against the Nigeria terrorist state. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu provided the security for the ESN, which was after the Fulani terrorists. He did not fight against Nigeria. I am fighting against Nigeria. That is the difference. I am advocating and liberating Biafra from the Nigeria terrorist state. There is two different things there. I want people to understand. In case if you don't know this, know it today. So the same people will come and tell you, I am working for Nigeria government, yet we are engaging them in Biafra land with the bomb. Because they come with bomb, they come with aircraft, they come with fighter jets to bomb us, and we are engaging them in the air. That is what is going on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not do that, right? So when they come with all this nonsense, just laugh at them. These are people that are not, that doesn't have brain. So for you to even mention the issue of Nana Abandi, yet you are, you got it deep. You went deeper, and that's what I call critical thinking, which we are going to have in Biafra land. Critical thinking, and the person who is telling you is educated, he doesn't even know when she was contradicting herself in the same program. At the same time, you are saying the person is working for Nubu. So all I work consists of Nubu, then they're using Nubu now, all I work for. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. I don't want to even talk about that. The thing is that she knows that her own is gone with Onyendo. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir PM. My PM, did you listen to the part where somebody who raised the issue of a zoo, and then she mentioned the Nigeria Zoo, and she was apologizing for calling Nigeria Zoo, and she said it was her very first time of calling Nigeria Zoo, and she was even almost apologizing in a way that...
Of course, she's never in the same page with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I don't want to talk about. Please, we should talk about something else, please. So she will begin to feel that somebody is talking about her here. I don't talk about Chikiliki. Let me leave her to another Rama and go, please.
Thank you, PM. Remy, thank you. Remy, do you have another thing to? Okay, Remy doesn't have a question. He just
No. Thank you, my PM. God bless you.
Thank you, Remy. Thank you. Grab the mic. Your PM is here. Give the eulogy. You are welcome.
Wow! Hey! Oh, Jimmy! Obatobie Inyanya. Yes! Nna ka nkene godu gị. In fact.
Ọ
na-ejikwa ya ibe ji amụza. Hey! Obatobie in fact, ọ dị ka ịbara n'ime obi m mgbe ekwutere okwu a. Nso Obatobie ejekwara that side. Mba, don't go there. Maka na onwe ihe a na-akarị. Ịmakwa ibe nwụ na ike anyị ji aba, ike Biafra niile ji aba na-ekwu okwu mosquito. Ma o nwere ka ọ dị nna. Hapụ ka nwa ndị ya zụ na nza ya bụ unu. O kwesịrị ekwesị. Obatobie asị nka nkene gị si na Chineke ya agọzi gị kolo. Ana m asị na kolo mmụọ ka ewu. O nwere okwu ikwuru ebe a ikwere mmanye si yes maka ọ na-awụ nna agwafafa dị eberivu na ọdụ mgbe otu o si wee si n'ọnụ gị pụta mgbe mmadụ jụrụ maka gị iwe si ya na iwu dị nyawo na the powerful deity from Igbo land. Ịmara m agwa ha n'ọnwa mmụọ ka ewewara ya ekwete ọ ka mma otu anyị si ji aka gị wee kpịpụta ya nwa obere ọkwa nwantịntị o ka ịkpụchara ha ọdụkwa mma na irat. Obatobie nwere ife mma ajụgo nwere m ajụjụ sọnsọ ife nna agwa gị na Chineke m gọziere gị mmaji kwuru mmaji jisi ike ụmụ Biafra niile kwụgo n'azụ anyị niile kpori gị aja sị ujebe ụjọ atụna gị onwere anything ya emenụ nothing will happen nothing onye kwuo osi onye ka nka osi n'ike na-ata arụ sọsọ aka anyị na-ewishi ụmụ rubbish people enwere isi ọbata Obienna m jisi ike ife ị na-eme in fact ejighị ugogbe enyi ya because na anyị niile na-afụ ya nna m jisi ike sọnsọ iwe nna ya Chineke n'isi gị ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike chi m nyere gị ike karịrị ike ya bunyere gị ihe short ya were gbaa gị ogige sọnsọ ngosi ka m na-enye gị ụtụtụ na ehihie na abalị wee were ohere a wee na-ayọ ụmụ Biafra ụmụ ndị gboo niile ana m akpọkwa unu oku na 13th October anyị na-anabata eze abata n'obi Igbo ọbata Obie 1 na Biafra land nke ụbọchị ahụ ụbọchị ụmụ Igbo ka anyị were kene ya wee chie ya nze eze not nze eze abata na ọ dịghị izi were kene n'ihe ọma niile ọ na-emela anyị ụmụ Igbo maka ọnwụ na ọnwụhụ ya anyị adịghị mma ebe anyị ele anọ tata maka na plan ndị a
ga translate gị ihe ikwu na anyị nọ na space
ana m nke ebe ịchọ ka mme
translate ya small ka ndị ọzọ mee the invitation.
They invite all the Biafrans on 13th October by 6 o'clock Biafran time. You people should come and join us to welcome Obatobi, one of Biafra land, to thank him for all the good things that he has done for us. It's not easy. If it's not Obatobi, I don't know where we will be today. So I call all Biafrans, all of us, whether big or small, and papa and mama, all of us should come at 13th October to come and join us and say thank you to Obatobi, one of Biafra.
Thank you. Thank you.
Obatobi na mujisike chimgoziele ngenuna ndewo.
And by then, you people will be streaming live on our Biafra app.
Wow! Thank you, Adadiarama. Thank you, Adandimbu. Thank you very much. We move airborne. Adandimbu, let's give the mic to many other hands that are up here. Please, 1 minute if you all want to speak, because the PM would suddenly want to leave, but let's just take our time. 1 minute for those whose hands are up. I want to begin with It's Me Again. After It's Me Again, Biafra is here. Then Pastor Rose will take it. Let it go in that pattern.
It's Me Again, please. Grab the mic.
PM, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we are. Well, I appreciate your whatever you are doing, and like Adadiorama will say, don't listen to mosquito, especially when those voices are not coherent. Meanwhile, we learned about, according to your story, the journey, your chronicle, as they will say, of Biafra, and where we are today, being the Biafran government in exile. We learned about different stages of lobbyists. These questions has been buried in some of us because of the sensitivity. When you said you will not engage. When you said you will not engage lobbyists, and all of a sudden we saw you engaging lobbyists. But this lobbyists this time, we want to ask that question before. Good thing you clarify it this night, because you have erased so many evil thoughts in the heart of people. That's one kudos that I'm giving to you this evening. And the most shocking thing to hear this evening is that the supposed Biafran lobbyist is also representing Okonjo-Iweala. I thought they stopped at representing Atiku Abubakar of Nigeria, the man that was involved in the Ali Button scam and all that corrupt Fulani agenda. I thought that was their only excessiveness. But this Okonjo-Iweala again, because I knew when Bruce Fein stood against you, he was actually tweeting against our PM, and PM was going soft on him, and you told him that you can do some, you said something about him that will put him in trouble. But because he's an old man, you will allow him to be. And after that advice that you gave Bruce Fein, he stopped meddling into Biafran activities. Do you think this so-called lobbyist firm have stopped meddling into Biafra activities or not? That's what I want to know.
They can't meddle in what we are doing now. We have our lobbyists, which we trust very much, and they are not after money.
Are we free to suggest that the discrepancy between 80 to 10, 60 to 10, Biafrans are saying there was no lobbies at the first place? It was just three gang men collecting money from
That's
Mazin.
exactly what I'm saying. That's what I said in the beginning. And I said the person who was in charge is Ogbuehi, a man called Ogbuehi in America. And this man is somebody who cannot even think for himself. How can he engage? How can he be in charge coordinating lobbying firm that will represent the Biafran people? The same lobbying firm was representing Okonjo-Iweala. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. The person that represented Okonjo-Iweala is not the firm. It's the lobbying firm that they were paying 80,000.
Okay, one of the last thing I would say, make no mistake, this Ogbuehi is I think he's an old man, a cab driver at somewhere in US,
Yes, it's a
according
cab
to the
driver.
story.
He's a cab
Yeah.
driver.
Now, can Biafrans individually, not propelled by the Biafran government in exile, sue these people? Because
Why are you suing them?
for the fraud, because if a
If
10,000 job will take me to the House of Senate, how will I pay 80,000 for years and have not seen anything? It is hard to take. It's hard to swallow.
Yeah, listen now. Of course, that is for the people who paid money to IPOB, not for us. So it's the IPOB thing. But I am happy that you mentioned this. So check what 10,000 a month have done, and compare it to 80,000 a month. From there to 60,000 a month, and this money was coming. Now we do not have 1/4 of what IPOB has. But look at what we have done, including the security and the diplomatic and political aspect of it, everything. We don't have 1/4. I mean, 1/4 of what IPOB has. Then, look where we are. There.
Well, it's a food for thought for Biafrans. It's a food for thought for Biafrans, and I yield my mic. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's me again. Thank you very much. All right, we move. Pastor Rose, are you still here? Pastor Rose, the network have knocked her out. And now, Jaja Godson, please grab the mic. Jaja Godson, is the network going to allow you? All right, while Jaja Godson is still struggling with his mic, Justice, please, are you here? Open your mic.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Okay.
Pastor Rose, the network was dealing with you. Let Justice finish, then you take it. Justice, please
Okay,
go.
okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'm here. I have a few questions. I have a few questions for our Prime Minister. Prime Minister Keledere, you are so wonderful. You know, when you had interview with Mazen Nandekalo, you asked him one question. You asked him, after all this diplomatic move fail, what else is he going to do? And he told you, do you think now we have raised gun, you think we're going to keep it down? And you told him when he finished making his statement, and you said, whatever he's going to do, or whoever he wants to follow him, he will be number one. And I am saying the same thing to you. Yeah, if after two questions I want to ask you, are you afraid of your life? Number two, if all the diplomatic move fail, what will be our last option? Thank you.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm not afraid of my life. And let me probably use the
Yes.
opportunity. Let me use the opportunity to correct what the propaganda they carried, when during the election, when the journalist was asking if I am worried and scared of going to Nigeria and all that. And then I said, of course, he asked me, do you think that if I go to Nigeria, they're going to kill me? I said, of course. Now, let me tell you one thing. The point is that the freedom of Biafra is closer to me in Finland than in Africa or in Nigeria. So what am I going there to do? I want to be closer to where the freedom will come from. Going to Africa is going far away from where the freedom will come from.
Dana.
And apart from that, I have to be where I will continue to pilot the freedom liberation movement of Biafra. That is not possible in Nigeria. So when we talk about this thing, people say, come to Nigeria, so we listen to you. The only reason they are telling you that is so that they will cage you, lock you up. You are just one man. And so God has given every one of us our own sixth sense. It is either you know how to use your own, or you become a fool and others will use it for you. So, as a freedom fighter, before you come to fight for freedom, not even to talk about a country like Nigeria, we must be able to know what you are going to fight and what you are facing, what you are going to face. So, somebody like me, I did not start planning to fight Nigeria today. It's something that is inborn in me. So it's just that God used many years to prepare me for what is happening today. And as you're looking at me, you have not seen my best. So I am not scared of anything. I'm not scared of any human being. The only person I am scared of is myself. I'm afraid of myself. Nobody else. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Justice, please let's take other questions. I don't know. Okay, do you want to ask another one?
I'm here now.
No, I'm okay. This is my confidence.
Okay. Thank you very much, Justice. Pastor Rose, please, 60 seconds. Bring your question and make it quick,
Yes.
please.
Yes. Thank you, His Excellency, our Prime Minister, Mazi Samone. But thank you for this work. I called you Njokuji. Like, we don't want to explain, but these days I will come to space and explain the meaning of your three names. It's three in one. In the name of the Father and the Son of the Holy Spirit, which is Simon. And you people know the meaning of Simon in the Bible when Jesus said and what he said. And in Jokuji, one day we will explain to you, especially me, that is Ada, where we are coming from. And the Ekpa itself. we move on. Thank you, sir. You remember why this woman was able to speak again is because when we
PM
wanted to
doesn't want
put
us to.
her
PM doesn't want us to be talking.
in her
Pastor
place.
Rose,
I know. I just, okay, I will not. Can you give me opportunity to come on air, address her personally? Because if we continue, she will continue messing up. Last time we wanted to put her
Pastor Rose,
in
are
a
you even
place.
listening to the PM when you are talking? Try and listen also.
Okay.
You have
Okay,
the
sir.
white card. You can go and address as much as you want. That's
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's what I want. Thank you with honor. And I tell you, Biafra, thank you because you are the best thing that ever happened to you, to us, the Biafrans. What I want to call you now is Igodo Eji Emepo Biafra. You are the key that will open Biafra and everybody know it. Your name now stand that Igodo Anyinjiji Mepo Biafra, the last miracle on the earth. Thank you. Continue doing your best. We love you with our heart. Somebody asked a question now, and you told him yes. I myself, that first day I stand, I tell Biafra that my life is already given up. Anywhere you go, I go. Anywhere Biafra go, I go until Biafra come. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my comrade. Thank you, the good work you are doing, and they cannot deny it. Just want to say, we love you with bottom of our heart.
Thank you very much.
The genuine Biafra will
Thank you
stand.
very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Pastor Rose. And let me also, reiterate that everybody knows many times they have predicted Nigeria breakup many years. There were prediction from think tank, from policymakers, from international community. Nigeria breakup have been predicted many times, but nobody know how this Nigeria breakup will happen. Nobody know who is going to pilot this breakup, but there have been predictions. And let me tell you, that prediction will become a reality from the 2nd of December. It's no longer something that anyone will predict, and I am here to make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you, my PM. Thank you, my PM. That deserves the round of applause, and we're giving. Thank you, my PM. Thank you, Pastor Rose. And my PM, there are two formidable question answer askers here. But before I give them microphone, David is here, Biafra United is here, and I don't know, we have Valentine. Valentine, after you, we are going to give the microphone to David and Biafra United. Valentine, please, 1 minute.
Thank you, Biafra. Thank you, everybody. My Prime Minister, Ekene Udodelo, Onyichie, Ufoya na-achọ na-abịago, daalụ, anyị na-ekele gị. Ama m nwere ajụjụ nwere ego, ịchọsi ibe m na-ekele gị ka ndị egwu ekele. Anyị nwabụ ndị Igbo, especially ndị na outside Nigeria, na-asị na Chineke ga na-edu ezinụlọ. Etu pastọ si wee kwuo okwu kwulunu, mgbe Natinedi Okwuchukwu ọkọmtinu bidoro kọrọ ife na-akọ, achọbụ ka etinye ọnụ mana echefugo niile enye white card. Achọghị ịsa okwu sista ya. Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you. Chineke gọzie unu.
Thank you, Valentine. Thank you very much. Betty, you just raised your hand. Okay, sorry, PM. Sorry, sir.
No worry. Go ahead.
Okay, Betty, you just raised your hand now, and it was just wait. Let these our comrades bring their questions. PM is always waiting for David Nana. David, grab the mic. You have your turn.
Thank you so much, my Deputy Minister of Information, and I salute you, Minister of Information, as well. His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra, good evening from my end, sir. My question to you, sir, this evening is this. You have enjoyed a lot of goodwill from the American senators and representatives. Modern strategies have been able to bring you together. I want to ask you, and also I believe these lobbyists that are based in America, during the time of our leader, we still have lobbyists that are based in America. What can you say distinguished moral strategies the lobbying firm of Biafra Republic Government in exile now and that of the lobbies that our leader had during his days, considering the fact that Elias came out and said that he also came from a lineage of revolutionalists. How did you get Elias to be the lobbyist of Biafran government? That's my question number one, sir.
Thank you very much. We should not flog the issue of this lobbies so much. We still have a long way to go. We have a lot of work to do. Elias is a very nice guy who believe in me and believe in Biafra government. The difference between these lobbies and what we have done in the past, if we actually had any, because some of the investigation we have done, like I said, is that maybe even this money that they were saying was not paid. Maybe they just use it as a public stunt. And so the people who were in the committee where he was the one chairing, maybe the ones funding the money. They were just giving small thing to the lobbyist firm, so nothing was done. So it was just a public stunt. That is what I may be thinking transpired. But however, I'm not here to start flogging, the things of the past. So now, fast forward to what we are today, what we are doing today. These lobbyists are not. They have no love for money. That is number one. Number two is that everything is very transparent. And one thing you should know is when in America, the United States, when you hire a lobby firm, the information become public immediately after they have registered with the United States Department of Justice. But in IPOB Nigeria, we were meant to understand that it is a secret, right? It was Garba that came out to say that IPOB was paying $80,000 to lobby firm in America without anything. So it was actually probably the same people who was representing Okonjo-Iweala was the one who revealed the information to them. But this thing is supposed to be in the public because once you hire a lobby firm in America, the information they will first register at the Department of Justice, just like our own lobbies have done. The information become public. Newspapers will start writing it that this firm has, and they have to file everything practically open, including how much you have hired them and how much you are paying to them. It has to be public. So I do not know where the muchi of the IPOB Nigeria came from. That nobody, including those contributing $10 to them for every month, has no knowledge about who is the lobby firm, what is the lobby firm doing for many months. So, because our own is genuine, immediately we hire them, we make it public. Apart from that, it becomes a public information, even at the United States Department of Justice. And some news carried it to the United States. And that's how to know the difference between that and this. So when you have some skeleton in the cupboard, you want it to be secret. When you do not have any skeleton in the cupboard, you are not scared of anything, it is open. I think this is the best thing, the best description of the difference between these two. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
the Prime Minister,
Nana, how many more questions
for that
do you have?
wonderful answer. Just one more, please. I must commend you, our Prime Minister, and the government. Within the past few weeks, a lot has happened, and even the terrorist state can confirm that as well. You have held a lot of diplomatic meetings with senators and representatives from the American government. I want to ask you, is it because we are Republican in nature that they were all Republican senators or representatives? I don't know whether this question is relevant, but then I just want to know, sir.
They are not all Republicans. We have had meetings with anybody who care to listen to us. We are not one-sided. Our arms are open wide, both to the Democrats and to the Republicans. So if the Republicans are listening to us, you will see us have a meeting with them. Any day Democrats want to listen to us, we also have a meeting with them. The fight we are fighting is not for America alone. It is our own freedom, and it is Biafra first. So we are not making decisions based on the American politics. Thank you.
Nana, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
One last question. One last question, my Prime Minister. Sorry. Between 2019, 20, and 21, you offered a lot of Biafrans opportunity to come to Finland and environs to work and earn a living through your law firm. A lot of emails exchanged hands, and you responded to thousands and thousands of emails, including mine, I must confess. But I applied, and I could not meet up the requirements. A lot of Biafrans went through and even testified about your magnanimity. The multitude of Biafrans that succeeded, we are so happy. I want to ask you, Biafrans, do they come back to you to show their gratitude for what you have done or what you did for them? And what motivated you into this action for Biafran people? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think only two persons came back to thank me, and then after that, of course, I never had the time. So only two persons showed appreciation for that, and many did not get, including yourself, like you said, like you rightly said, and so many also did not get, and it was not their fault. It was as a result of the Nigeria system that denied them the opportunity to even have an interview at the embassy. So, and when this kind of issue occurs, it is not in my hand to change the clock or turn things around. Many people who may not succeed may take offense, but that is exactly how the job is. So I was not actually expecting anybody to come and show appreciation or to, I believe many of them may be listening to me today in this on this space and where they are. And it is not Finland, it is Poland, not Finland. So the working visa was Poland. And so those who succeeded, and then many people do not like the work. They went there and they didn't like the work. There was one that really, really, pained me personally because, and I know he's listening because he was following the Biafra struggle then. I don't know about now. And the person left his bag, and the father picked him up to Sweden. That's where he ran to Sweden, and with this kind of attitude, the company will never ever accept anybody from that our side, because the people came to work and with the visa and everything, and then you say he's sick, and then the brother came from Sweden to pick the person, and that's how the person disappeared. And went to probably go there to seek asylum. So the thing is that with this kind of attitude, you block other people's opportunities to come. That's why many people did not even get, interview at the embassy, and those who get interview may have one problem or the other, because the same people who give this job are also reporting when other people came and they disappeared. So somebody picked them to go to place they feel they're going to have a better opportunity or something like that. So these are the things that affect other people, in that particular field. So yes, other people got, other people didn't get, and I'm happy you are one of those who didn't get, and you are here today talking. So it is one of those things. I was not expecting people to pay appreciation. I am doing this as a humanitarian job. I have done humanitarian work almost all my life, including when I was back in Africa. I help people to aspire to whatever they want to be. I help people from when I was doing sports. It was just part of me. I am happy to see people being happy. So once I can be able to make you happy, it gives me energy. So this is just who I am. And I think more of others than myself. I'm kind of person that will use whatever I have to make you happy, even when I'm suffering. And that's how I was trained, and that I have not changed it today. And that's why you see that I put in my life on the Biafra, even when there is a health risk and all that. I don't care, so long as I see there is there is a result coming from what is happening. I remember when I was doing broadcast every now and every night. Nobody, I'm not sleeping. People get worried. People got worried. Everybody's calling me that time. Please, we don't want you to break down. We don't want you to do this. I was making broadcasts every hour, 3 times a day. Even the IPOB Nigerians, they were all surprised. How can this guy be making broadcasts 3 times a day? Oh, he is coming every day. He has come in the morning. He has come in the day. We're monitoring and monitoring. So nobody has that kind of energy. But because I see that what I was doing was yielding results. And today, I'm not making broadcast, right? I'm not coming every day to make broadcast. The job has been done, and the movement is moving like a train. That is who I am. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much, my PM.
Thank you.
Please, if I have opportunity, I have 2 more. Thank you.
If there is chance, you will. Let's give the microphone to Biafra Unite, and then Betty, if the Prime Minister is still here, we will see continue. Biafra Unite, please grab the mic.
Thank you, my comrade, Pastor Van Van Vam. Your Excellency, Prime Minister of the BLGIE, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, I greet you with a loud voice. Thank you for your great work you are doing. I have 2 recommendations, but that will come at the end of my questions. So the first question is, for the past few days, after the Biafra Liberation Army released the Yoruba soldier serving the zoo who came to attack and slaughter our people, but was intercepted. Then Sunday Igboho sent you a direct message through voice note, which was aired publicly and went viral. So since then, the Afon jazz, it seems like the internet has remained quiet. I only saw one person attacked you. I think that was early today. But since then, all the Afon jazz have remained mute. So, because of the shock of a man that they once supported as their leader before the fraudulent emergence of Tinubu as the zoo president, now addressed you as my prime minister. So, my question out of this is, although I am aware that we have not been fighting, we have never fought any tribal war in this Biafra, liberation movement. But some people mistook us. They took us for granted. They even saw us as if we are fighting against them, and they began to fight against us when we are not fighting against them. So, do you think that this is an opportunity to rekindle the already deteriorated, relationship between the Biafran people and the Yoruba people? That's my first question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Biafra people and Yoruba people. I don't know whether I will use whether the right word is Yoruba people, but we don't have any problem with those Yorubas that are fighting for Yoruba nation. But we cannot shy away from the Afonjas. We have problem with Afonja, and Afonja is defined as somebody, a Yoruba person who is betraying the Yoruba struggle or the Duduwa nation struggle. These are regarded as Afonja, just like we have our Ifejina in the Biafra struggle. So with these Afonjas, we can never like them, just like we never like Ifa Ifejina. So it is the same thing. But of course, the ones that are fighting for Duduwa nation remain our allies and our friends. Those are the people we like, and we can never address them as Afonja. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, the second question takes me to the Zoo Janjaweed. Based on their publication a couple of days and hours ago, they said, the Nigeria army has taken serious note of a disturbing video circulating online, posted by the self-acclaimed Prime Minister. This is now the Zoo Janjaweed, not the Zoo media. They say self-acclaimed Prime Minister of IPOB, although they now deviated and use of IPOB to continue deceiving themselves. And then they mentioned your name, Simon Ekpa. And then it did not end there. They continued. They said, in the appalling footage, an ex-soldier, Corporal Toriola Adewale, who honorably retired from the Nigerian army 6 years ago, all na lie, we all know that. And then they said was subjected to brutal torture by the so-called IPOB/Biafra Liberation Army. Now, to me, I call it the dagger and the straw that breaks the camel's back. Despite them adding IPOB there, usually or normally they should have said IPOB/ESN. That is how they usually write it. But this time around, they came to reality. They came back to life and said Biafra Liberation Army. So by using the real name of our army, should we now see this move, this latest move by the Zoo Janjaweed as the beginning of their total downfall and neutralization in Biafra land and the complete victory of Biafra Liberation Army against them?
Of course, and you remember that I said any day they begin to acknowledge Biafra Liberation Army, that will be the beginning of the end. And let me tell you today, generals has fallen in Biafra land. I mean, Nigeria terrorist generals. Why have they not talked about it? I'm talking about many generals, many major, many colonels has fallen in this war that is going on. Now, why are they not talking about it? It is somebody who we decided to give as a gift to our Yoruba nation people. They didn't know how many people that fall that the same day that person was captured by the Biafra Liberation Army. They will not announce it. And the reason we decided to do that has actually begun to yield the desired result. So I will not talk too much. Adewale is united with his family. He's fine, So and the confirmation has come from the family as well. I have communicated with the Yoruba nation, and they have received him, and he's fine. So that's enough. We don't need to start flogging that. But our focus remains on the Nigeria terrorist state. Continue to deal with them, delegitimize them in Biafra land until they are no more. We will fight them until even if one person is remaining from their side, we will still fight that one person. That's where we are. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Now my last question. Excuse me. The same Zoo Army was calling the international community to help them kidnap you and rendition you to the Zoological Republic. And you made a tweet which says that, to clarify the issue, that it wasn't because of the video that pushed them to make the statement and start calling the international community to come and rescue them. That it was because of the meetings, this series of high-level meetings that BLGIE is having with our lobbyists in America, that they are afraid of America recognizing Biafra. So, and all this while, the meeting has been going on. We've been recording successes, but both the Zoo Janjaweed and the Zoo government have never made any move or comment publicly concerning the successes of the meetings that we have been having. So, with this current move of the Janjaweed and your tweet, are we now beginning to realize that the zoo, both their government and the Janjaweed, are really panicking strictly because of this high-level engagement and successes we have been having in the United States of America?
If they didn't panic, it means that they are not human beings, of course. And the panic is just starting. You know, I told you people in the media to be ready. I've been saying that. I've been shouting. I'm still shouting it too because you have not seen anything. They know if you listen to some of the nonsense analysis that coming from their media and all that, you know that everybody is pointing finger on that to the 2nd of December. Is that their move to stop him? To stop? They cannot stop me. This is not Africa. They cannot stop me. They cannot stop the Biafra Convention. We are going to surprise them and shock the world in Finland here from the 29th of November to the 3rd of December. It's a done deal. So anybody that is telling you writing ICC, they don't know. They don't even know the procedures of ICC. They don't know what ICC does. They are the one who, should be at the ICC, to explain the atrocities against Biafra people. Not Simon Ekpa. But of course, they are not serious. That's number one. All these things you see is just to see how they can bend Simon Ekpa, which can never bend. You can't swallow me. You can't break me out. When I was telling them this thing, they thought I was joking. I told them I am also a cancer. They thought I was joking. Today, they can see it happening. I have not started though. You know, when Onyendu was captured, I was telling you people that the time will come when you will know who Simon Ekpa is. And that time is fast approaching. Let us finish this December conference and have a document generated on the mandate to give it to us by the Biafra people. Then the world and Nigeria will know how prepared we are. Thank you.
Thank you. That very word reminds me the word of one man that claimed to be a pastor or prophet who also narrated a story by calling you cancer, calling Mazenam Dekano cancer 1 and you cancer 2. So now you have taken me back the memory lane to remember when you were shouting and hammering on that. So thank you so much, Your Excellency. I want to, of course, I'll allow you to rest. And then I want to make a recommendation, just a few seconds. I want to thank you so much, Prime Minister, for the way you handled the matter of, this is my own opinion, of Delilah. It's my own opinion. That is what I call her. So, not from you, Your Excellency. So I thank you for the way you... No. I'm not saying anything about her. Don't worry. I know what I'm saying, bro. Don't worry. I want to thank you for the way you handle it without coming out to address whatever she said. And then I also want to thank you for the way you responded to some people who are writing on Twitter, trying to get to find out more about you, where you responded to them about where you come from and everything. That is professional. Thank you so much. And then I also want to thank you and also hail Biafrans for our app, which you have announced that before then, which is your visitation to France, that our app will be ready. I want to thank you so much. You don't know what you have done for me personally. You don't know. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And that reminds me, Biafra Unite. I want to inform every broadcasters to get ready to make money from Biafra app. because you
Wow.
cannot broadcast. You are going to make money from the Biafra app. That is one of the targets. You have to support yourself, make money just like every other content creators are making while you are fighting for Biafra. It is a way that will support you. So this app is going to elevate you. It's going to boost whatever you have done in the past. Believe me, you cannot. The only thing you will be praying is to have more views and more views and more views on your channel. I don't think you don't. The only time we're gonna need either YouTube or this nonsense is just to post it for people to to come to the app to subscribe to the app and all that. So apart from that, we are going to beat these people hands down. You don't know what we have. Over 30 engineers.
Wow.
That means I will say ask you one more question before you end my mind.
Before you
Pastor
like,
Van Biko,
hold
permit
it, hold
me.
it. No, ask it at the end. Hold it. Let our media person also here ask her question. She has been here. She was here before you came even. Betty Ford, please
Okay,
grab the
fine.
mic.
Fine. No problem.
Betty, are you there? Unmute yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you. My wonderful PM, my Lord, His Excellency, I don't know how to thank you. You know, Adadiorama calls you Obatobie. That is for Biafrans. But for Zoo, I call you Obatosu. You know what you have done for me, I don't know how to thank you. But this is an opportunity for me to talk to you. I have been hearing so many people wanting to ask that question, and my wonderful brother Raf keep telling them to stop it and do not ask that question. I have actually given it back to her, both on my video on my stream. You see, some Biafrans, sometimes we don't know how to talk. Those who are really claiming, I am wife of this or wife of that, what of Ojukwu? What of beautiful Bianca? Does she talk? She doesn't. Biafra, we are not chattels. We are not commodity. We are human beings. We have right to choose anybody to lead us. But we respect that very young man who is just where he is today because of us. But our Prime Minister here, let nobody try it. Again, for those of you who will get up and start blabbing about our PM, we will fight you back. We will fight you back. Nobody knows what he goes through. Only those of us who are doing this little media that we are doing. You can't carry what he's carrying. Do you know the promotion you gave me? If I tell you what I have received that since that time till now, you won't believe it. Today, somebody called me from Europe saying, congratulations, Simon promoted you. I say, oh, my excellency, my Lord. You are my Lord because in Bible, Sarah called Abraham, my Lord. My Lord is somebody who will care to know how you are feeling, how you are doing, and the person will come to your aid. My Prime Minister, I don't know. I'm short of words how to thank you. You are this man that will leave everything you are doing, always come out to talk to us, to make us remain as one. Biafra is for all of us, not for a family or an entity that one family can claim. It is for us. We are not goods. Nobody is selling us. So anybody we want and we love that loves us can lead us. But we have huge respect for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will not mention anything further. But I just want to tell you that the promotion you gave me and you continued, you extended that same hand to our brother that lost his studio. You said that they should tell him to contact you and that everybody should go and follow him. I don't know who does this type of thing We don't know that we have a man in Biafra land that behaves like you. When you told Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you will find 50 men in me, I thought you lied. The true position is that you are more than 150 men. I'm telling you, I'm just saying my mind. Do you know that that lady that called me this afternoon from Europe said, oh, because PM promoted you, I want to pay 10,000 Ejema to the IOU, to you. I said, no, you won't pay it to me. I will give you the minister's phone number so that you contact the minister. She said, no, I want you. Do you know what it means that our PM said that we should go and follow your page? That is the height of trust. So every Biafran, please, my people, let us not take advantage of our PM's kindness. Everybody should behave themselves. We are not kids. Do you know what he is losing? Time, money. So my PM, I thank you so much for what you are doing for us. You don't know how much we love you. Another person told me that in Nigeria, if they call sir, they will tell you don't put M there. If that man, if you put M to make it mourn, we will all die here. That man is fire. So if they just call sir like this for Nigeria, they will start running. That's why I call you Obatosu. Thank you so much. And God will continue to bless you for what you are doing for Biafrans. Biafrans is not a commodity. We are not for sale. We will follow who is leading us. And we still respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Thank you very much, Betty. And for the people that are talking, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, you can't force Biafra people to follow you. Biafra people will watch you. If you make sense, they will follow you. And
thank you.
You can't force Biafra people by shouting on Radio Biafra or cursing Simon Ekpa or calling Simon Ekpa names and all that, thinking that when you do that, they will turn around and follow you. It's not possible. It's not my name calling. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, PM, sir. And we still have
And just for the last one, please. We are running up. And somebody like me, AGV, our E. So when you are, cursing me, calling me names, that is when I'm able. So, for me, on back, AGV, we are war. So what are you got today that is gonna touch me? One after you got today that you're gonna make me, because I know who I am, I know myself, and whatever you call me is not what I am. So I know, and I don't care whether another person know. I don't care what you call me now, but I care what you are going to call me in the next 10 years. I used to say this, and I know that those who call me bad names 2 years ago are no longer calling me bad names today. Those calling me bad name today will not be calling me bad name next year. Those who are waiting for some member to fail after December 2nd, they are also going to change. So it is not what you call me now, but what you call me later, because the truth will always prevail at the end of the day. No matter how far the lie flies, truth will stand the test of time. Thank you.
wow. Thank you so much. As the PM is winding down, Chizitere, I don't know if you have a question for PM. Chizitere, I guess you may have been trying to raise your hand. Chizitere, are you there? Patricia, maybe.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Good evening.
All right.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening. I'm here. Mazi, Vam Vam Vam, thank you very much. The finisher, PM, Mazi Samuel Ekpa Njoku
Okay. How you doing?
The finisher, please, I want to ask something. When you were playing sports for the zoo, were you having this notion of fighting them in future comes? because the type of spirit in you, the bitterness for Nigeria, I don't think Chistremazan Namodekano has the type of, that is the type of bad intentions you have for these people. Yet you were playing for them, getting them their goods, while you are still thinking one day you're going to deal with them. And immediately you saw Chistremazan Namodekano, you both grabbed yourself, you both thinks alike, you both does the same thing alike. Please, sir, were you having this spirit of paying them back? May I ask? Crave my indulgence.
Yes, I know that I will have a fight with Nigeria for the freedom of Biafra from the beginning. And let me also make it very clear and open today.
Okay.
17 years ago, I was interviewed by a Finnish newspaper called something like Kotima, like something from the church. It's a church newspaper, and I was having a client who is from Edo State, and I know that person is still living in Finland today. He was my client when he was seeking asylum. So they interviewed me with this guy, and of course, it is all boiled on the crisis in Nigeria. So in that interview, which I will make public, I'm gonna snap the newspaper, and I think I posted it some time ago, where they were in the one of the pictures they were showing where they were having mass burial in the north, I think in Kaduna State or something. But this is 17 years ago. I don't know, 17 years ago. So I told them, either 17 years ago or 15 years ago or 40 years ago, thereabout. I told them in this newspaper that after 10 years, from that day, this interview took place. That after 10 years, I am seeing Nigeria going into flame. And there's going to be a lot of killings by the jihadists. And Nigeria can never be one. This was many pages of newspaper. And here I am then defending and helping people who ran away from Nigeria to stay here. And so why I'm saying this is that my happiness is that Nigeria themselves knows that I hate them so much. Like the government knows that. They know better and more than these people who are shouting on social media. I mean, how much I hate that evil entity. So another thing that surprises them is how stupid some people in social media will say, oh, he's a Nigeria agent, he's a Nigeria agent. The same thing Nigeria is doing is the same thing the criminals are doing on social media is the same thing Nigeria is doing to the international community. You see how God is working? The Nigeria are not taking the criminals on social media to the Nigeria very seriously when they are talking about me, because they do exactly what the government is doing to the international community. The international community is not taking them serious because they know Nigeria are criminals. They know that Nigeria is a terrorist state. So, and it is going to continue to happen like this until you see Biafra be recognized after December. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take, but the move and the struggle for the recognition of Biafra will start immediately. Right there from the day of the declaration inside the hall, you will see the dignitaries that will embrace this occasion of this conference. And right there inside that hall, the struggle for the recognition will begin. So why they are using propaganda against me on social media, calling Nigeria government is using propaganda against me, calling international community and every one of them are in confusion. And that confusion will never stop until Biafra is restored. Thank you.
So, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chief. Very quickly, we have sources in the house. Sources, please grab the mic. I don't know how long the PM have to stay.
I wanted to, before sources, I wanted to have somebody who has a Nigeria flag. It's a end bad governance. And the person has been here. So let him or her be given the chance to speak because
Who's the person, sir?
The person is
Okay, FGB. Please, FGB, unmute yourself, please. FGB.
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Prime Minister. I'm very happy to speak here today. I really like what you are doing because I know that the Southeast.
Shock PM. This one shock PM.
Hello, can you hear me? Am I hearable?
Go ahead.
What is going on now?
Oh my God, I think the network is bad. I don't know.
No. It's not network. You started strange. So I don't know. Come again, please.
As I was saying, I'm so happy because I really like what Prime Minister is doing. I know I'm not an Igbo person, but I really appreciate this so much because we know how Nigeria is, and
so where are you from?
We will support him, and I will support him in any way I can support him. I will try my best.
Where are you from?
I'm in Delta now, but I'm from Lagos.
Okay, you're from Lagos State.
Yeah, but
right.
I really appreciate him so much, and I will support him with anything I can. I will try my best to support him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm very surprised. I was not expecting this. But sometimes this you people image will deceive person. So you are welcome, and I appreciate your positive comment. Our fight is for everybody. It's not just for Biafra alone. Even if you are in Lagos, you are going to do better when you have people, like-minded people, people with the same value system, same understanding together, making decisions, making laws in your parliament. Then you are going to progress. But Nigeria, as it is today, is not a country that will ever was designed to progress because the interest of a particular, the particular interest is overriding every other interest or national interest or interest of every other citizen to make the country go forward. So, and that is the problem of Nigeria, which I call dangerous diversity. And that dangerous diversity must be dismantled in order for you, I, and our children to have a better future and be able to aspire and become whatever they want to become in life. Nigeria today is a dream killer. And before you make it, is either you are into crime or you travel out of Nigeria and then you become successful. So that kind of life is not what we want our children to inherit from us. We need to fight and give them a better future, a better life that will guarantee their success, guarantee whatever they want to be, and give them insurance. So that's why we are doing this what we are doing today. So if we become an independent state today, it is also going to help you, affect you positively, change whatever that you have been going through under Nigeria. That I can assure you. So this fight for Biafra freedom is not just for Biafra people alone, but for you as well, Ludewa land. Thank you very much.
Okay,
awesome. Thank you.
I will use this opportunity to encourage everybody because I've been doing it on my platform. Encourage everybody to support our PM to make sure he set Nigeria free because we are in a bondage and we are tired. We are tired of this country.
Wow.
Tired.
And get out of here.
So thank you so much. I rest my mic. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This
Yeah,
is serious.
yeah, but I want a question. If I check a question, but I want to do the
Yes, yes. I was actually prepared thinking that, you know, success can go ahead now.
Success, please grab the mic and I don't know if people have time to answer more questions from
I think
Eunice and the Sama.
success will be the last person, please. So I can go to
Wow.
sleep.
Okay, my people. Success, please.
Good evening, PM. And Mazi Rafa, when you're laughing, you try to laugh in English. Because this your laugh is too emotive. So good evening, PM, and good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, wherever you are across. Like this, my Lagosians who identify the problem of Nigeria and that said he is very, very tired, that they're in bondage. And I want to tell Biafrans that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is not only the Prime Minister of Biafra, but the Prime Minister of the common man who decides to fight for his freedom and does not know the way or doesn't have the capacity to do it, including the Fulanis. Because a lot of them are in bondage. They kept them out of school, out of educations, and out of knowing. And they turned them to Alamajiri and used them for anything. So those of them who have seen the light have really known what is going on. And they are not really happy. And whoever that fails in this very category automatically is under the leadership of the Prime Minister in the person of Mazi Simon Ekpa. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. So we have a Prime Minister that the enemies uh, are finding difficult to find his identity, and this is exactly what happened in the Bible days. So we have a new Melchizedek in our midst, and Biafra is going to be a very powerful nation because it's a nation that is being restored by a supernatural man. And we are going to outwit every other country in Africa and match with the countries in Europe face to face, hands to hands, and technology to technology in any way we can because it is a divine country restored by a supernatural man like Simon Ekpa, whose identity is still a mystery to some people who God have decided to hide or shield it from, knowing where he's coming from. So he's our modern day Melchizedek. And our Melchizedek, thank you very much for doing the work. Thank you for the woto. Thank you for the diplomatic missions move all over the world. Wherever they go, you have blocked them. There is no other way rather than to surrender. And that round table that they are running from, which Onyedo has been crying, round table, since 14 years, Onyedo has been crying about round table. They will be forced to gather in this round table, and this round table will dissolve everything, every ties between Biafra and Nigeria. And I'm seeing Prime Minister spearheading this very round table. So there's nothing anybody can do about it. Jealousy does not solve this problem. If you like, cry from night to tomorrow, it cannot solve it. The thing that I've been avoiding to mention, they have mentioned it. And I'm telling you, from that day they put it in their memo or in their press release about what transpired, that was the day Biafra strength was restored. And PM said he was waiting for somebody. The any day that person open mouth and mention his name in public, that will be the end of Nigeria. That is the only thing remaining. And that person is Tinubu. We are waiting for that one and it will come to pass. PM, I trust your judgment. God bless you. And bless Biafra.
Thank you, Success. Thank you very much. And now I hand over to the Minister of Information, Mazi Akparawa Soni. If you are here, please, it's your turn to hand over to the Prime Minister. Thank you. God bless you.
Airborne to the Biafran people, airborne to the Biafran government, airborne to the Liberation Army, and airborne to every Biafran who is making the war chest of Biafra to be well equipped. Your finance is speaking and is making the work easy for the Prime Minister, and every tongues are working and every eyes are seeing and asking questions. For those who wants to know the Prime Minister more, go and find the meaning of Njoku, then come back and tell us what it means. And remember that DPOs have jumped fence and fallen, and they are gone, while GOs have jumped fence and fallen, and they are gone. Commanders have jumped, generals have jumped, and none are going back. The gesture that the Prime Minister showed is to make sure that everyone understands what Biafra is all about. And we are so surprised that a Yoruba fellow is calling my Prime Minister of Yoruba. So thank you so much. This goes a long way to put what Mazen Damdekano said in line, that Biafra is the only thing that can save everyone trapped in one Nigeria. Ending the legacy of Usman Dan Fodio is what the Prime Minister has come to do, and we need all your support financially, above all. Thank you, Prime Minister, for this press briefing, and I hand over to you from your endeavor.
Thank you very much, dear friends, for listening to this evening emergency space. We'll be updating you tomorrow on the development in South Korea, where our Chief of Staff is currently representing the Biafra government. And of course, this coming week will be very, very important week as well, as the lobby, the Biafra government lobby will be also very, very busy in Washington, D.C., and those updates will be coming as well. So, lovers of freedoms and friends of Biafra listening from all over the world, thank all of you, and continue to follow up on our updates on what is going on, the development that is going to be coming. Those of you who are yet to register for the Biafra Finland Convention, you better do so. We don't have much time. We're still expecting more people to, register for that convention. And of course, um, the voting is going to the third round. The self-referendum third round is going on. So remember to participate on the page here on Twitter. I have pinned the link to vote where you can vote. Go there and vote. And if you don't, if the link is not working, ask your friends where to get the link that is working to have your vote. You have time till October ending on November 28 or 27 or so. Thank you very much. May God bless you. From here, from me, is